remember reading this in one of the books that I had a few years back, probably still have. Can't quite remember it. Maybe one day I'll come across it again. And it's not that it's morbid, but it talked about the honor of life. How we get this chance to do this, to live our life. And we know one thing, it's going to end. And we hope it ends peacefully. But the author said, to die well, you have to live well. And I thought about that. And it kind of made, it brought an abrupt thought to die. Because we all are going to die. You're not going to be here forever. Maybe this road will stretch on for a long, long time after I'm gone. But while I'm here traveling on it, I owe it to myself to live well. So what does that mean? Some of us are still working and working hard. Some of us have all kinds of different difficulties that are there, that are just the stressors of life. And it's hard to think that you can live well when all that happens. But I've had it brought to my attention probably once in therapy, and I used to watch, still do, how my therapist, an angel I'd call her, used to listen to me. Sometimes I'd almost laugh because I think, I can tell by your eyes you're getting a little bound up. And I wanted to say, but that's the little I'm giving you. You should see what's in here. But she would be so patient and listen. And she reminded me of an angel on a path holding a lantern. And when I would get all confused and go all over the place, she'd be there on the path. John Boy, back here. And I told her that, and we had a good laugh about it. But that can happen from the stressors, getting off your path. You can get confused and overwhelmed, and it's painful. But somewhere down the road, it's like the big wheel, and you're spinning your legs as fast as you can to keep up with it. And a friend of mine had said to me one time, he said, John, you're on an awful big wheel, and you're running awful fast to keep up. I'm going to give you some advice, which I took. Step off to the side and let the wheel go. It'll take you a while to get your legs to slow down, find the ground again, and the wheel will keep going, and it'll crash somewhere, but you won't be on it. And that happens by choice or by crisis. And there's a time in life when that happens. And that time probably happened about 10 years ago for me. And I had this choice to decide how I would get back at it. And it was, advice given to me when I was in business one time. My accountant said, you either increase income or decrease costs. That was another piece of advice I took. And I decided that I was going to pare things back, and I was going to get control of my life, and I was not going to allow all this stuff to happen again. At 53 years old, I said, I've got a second chance. And there were some dark, dark, dark days, but I never lost focus on that road and how I wanted to travel it. And eventually, it comes to you that you're living your life the way that you want to live your life. And you get every mile out of it that you can, whether it's on a motorcycle, on foot, sitting on your ass, deep in thought, or on a guitar with your friends, whatever it is that you morph into, you find yourself there. You owe it to yourself to live well. Because all those that love you don't want you to struggle. They want you to live well. And when you've used up every ounce, then you know you've lived well. And when your last breath comes, you die well.